Oh, man, you don't make that offer because I'll take you up on it.
Edge over Edge joining the show, man. Rock Assault Radio, the special live version, man. And this is being recorded, so we're going to dump it to YouTube. Obviously, we're going to cover all bases regarding Roarin Thunder Rock Fest coming up May 3rd and 4th in Newton, Kansas. But before I do that, I want to take this opportunity to let people know Edge over Edge, man. So if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you just a few series of simple questions and let you run with them.
Yeah, man, fire away.
So the first question that I ask everybody is this, man. Tell me about, and I won't say me, tell us, tell 106 The Blast and Rock Assault Radio and the Redneck Mountain Mafia, tell us what things happened to make Edge over Edge happen. What was the culmination of factors that gives us what we know as Edge over Edge now?
Man, this is a long and winding tale. Maybe not a long tale, but it goes way back to like 1992, if you can believe it or not, where myself, I'm at that point just a freshman in high school, young ass kid. I come into our small town of Cherryvale, Kansas. I moved here and started playing in the band in high school. And one of my fellow students in the percussion section is who becomes our lead singer and guitar player, Matt Austin. Now, he's a junior at that time. He kind of sees me, and I should note that he's known as like the guitar god throughout the school at this time, you know.
So he's getting all the chicks.
Oh, yeah, you know. Turning all the heads, like wailing on guitar and stuff, and just people's jaws dropping, all that stuff. So I'm just like this nerdy kid, you know. I can kind of play on the trap set, and he kind of like takes notes of that. He's like, dude, you know, you can kind of hold down a beat and you can play and stuff. And like, you know, we're in a small town, so there's not like tons of people to play with, right? So he's like, let's jam out, let's do something. I'm like, great, that's awesome. And we find we have, you know, some pretty common musical influences, and so that summer we kind of get together at his house and we form what is the prototype basically for Edge over Edge. Now, we're just some goofy high school kids or whatever, and doing some cover songs and trying to write some stuff, and you know, it doesn't really go anywhere. Right? We just kind of get together and practice a few times, and then people kind of bail on it, and it just doesn't work out. But that same time, you know, we've kind of kept in touch throughout the years and everything. Matt's always been writing music and having this vision, you know, and he's kept that name Edge over Edge through all this time and always had that in his mind. And he's gone through a couple lineups and played some shows and done some things. And as fate would have it, you know, years later, just a few years ago, we kind of reconnect, and he's like, man, why don't we try to do this thing? You know, now we've each had bands, we've each explored writing music and playing music, and you know, a little more seasoned, I guess. So let's try to make something. You know, we get back together, and it's just like you know, just works, just like I don't know, just comfortable. Just seems right. So he's got at this point, his son, Quentin, is becoming quite a bass player. So we're like, there we go, you know, get him in on this. Matt already has vision for some music. So we start laying it down, arranging it, putting our own flavor to it. In the process, we've written a couple new songs together as a group from the ground up. One being the new video we put out, Mountain Breather.
Badass tune, really too.
That
is a bad motherfucker, man.
So thank you so much. We're really proud of that. I'm glad of the way it turned out. I think it's showing a kind of direction we're going in. So, you know, it's one of those, just it kind of seems like fate, you know, just kind of started as kids and kind of went our separate ways, came back, and now just got the wheels turning, and it seems to be working out. And I couldn't be more happy to be playing music with people I respect and love hanging out with, sharing what we do with people like you, Big Will.
Oh, yeah.
106.6. Getting to play for, big-ass rock festivals coming to Newton, Kansas, which is amazing to me. So,
dude, we're definitely gonna touch on that. So the one thing that I get out of all that, what's really, really is cool to me is that, and I want the listeners to embrace this because you didn't really touch on it. I don't know if it's because you can't or just you didn't think about it as you were flowing, but like he said, this what we know as Edge Over Edge right now has been around really for a long time, but in working motion for a few years. Now, in that few short years, folks, Edge Over Edge has secured not one but two different record deals, some distribution things. If I'm not mistaken, correct? You guys got some distribution deals out there?
Yes, that's right. We signed with Slip Trick Records, which is going to be putting out our forthcoming self-titled album here in the next couple months. That's going to happen. We're just
what I really want to portray out of that is this. Is for those of you that are listening to this that haven't heard Edge Over Edge in regular rotation on 106.6 The Blast, first of all, where the hell have you been? Because it gets played all the damn time. I got 3 of their tracks in regular rotation. Any given hour, you'll hear Edge Over Edge at least once. I guarantee it. But if you haven't heard them...
Thank you for that, man. We love it.
Nah, it's no problem, man. If you haven't heard them, I want you to wrap your head around this. 2 years... this thing has been going, and look at where it's at. So what I really want that to say as a staple is the talent that's in this band, the music that's coming out of this band is absolutely phenomenal. And live, you guys really have your own special chemistry live on stage, man. You guys have fun with each other. Matt is probably one of the best frontmen that I've ever seen with a guitar in his hand at the same time. Ever. I mean,
totally agree.
outside,
it's an honor to play with that guy,
dude. Outside of, realistically speaking, outside of Dave Grohl and the Foo Fighters, man, I'm telling you that Matt has that feel though. When you see him live, he has that energy, he has that love, that passion for what he's doing, and you feel that shit coming off of him, man.
Absolutely. I mean, I think it's. I feel that playing with him, and then we just try to extend that out to everybody. It's like, let's be in this moment together. Let's feel the music. At that moment, we're all connected. We're all on the same wavelength, and that's what it's all about. Just connecting with people, sharing that vibe, and there's no better feeling in the world than that. That's what it's all about for us,
dude. And you guys, you throw in some really great covers of some really popular, 90s era hip hop tunes that it's just, dude, it's just the shit that you guys do, man. I'm not gonna give away the song titles. I want people to come see you live and see it because it's something to see. But man, so Edge Over Edge, man, is really up and coming rapidly. And now what we want to get into at this point in the interview is I want to get into, because we've kind of covered the early days of the present, I want to get into the future of Edge Over Edge and where this thing goes past Roarin Thunder Rock Festival and past what's 2019 looking like for Edge Over Edge right now?
Well, we've got some shows lined up and everything. We're putting the very finishing touches on our album. That's kind of the first and foremost thing as far as what we're working on at the moment. But there's tons of song ideas out there that are waiting for us to develop. I feel like the last couple songs we wrote for this album that we will be playing at Roarin Thunder, like Mountain Breather, we mentioned, is more on the heavy side. And I know our bass player Quentin is like, he's always like, oh, let's heavy it up. And don't get me wrong, we love going heavy. But at the other end of the spectrum, we also got another song called The Greeter, which is more kind of dynamic, kind of got it's a little trippier, I guess. But then it kind of hits you in the mouth with some heavy. Those two songs to me kind of epitomize kind of the direction we're heading.
Okay.
Just bringing in whatever elements feel right. I know Matt says this a lot, and it's totally true that, if we like it, we're going to play it. Doesn't matter if it's inspired by some 80s pop music or by something just super grungy, or, it doesn't matter where the inspiration hits us from or what it really sounds like. It's going to sound like EdgeOverEdge if it comes from us. So we just try to put no limits on that. And we've got a ton of creativity. I just feel like the juices are flowing, and it's just going to keep coming out. So
you said exactly, brother, you said exactly what I wanted you to say, and that I couldn't have scripted that better if I did. You said that you guys have an enormous amount of creativity. And I'm telling you right now, I challenge each and every one of you to get your asses to this show to see EdgeOverEdge, 36 other goddamn bands, Tantric and Saving Abel, M99 out of Florida. Kira's going to be there. Unwritten Rules. I mean, and a lot of bands that are from all over the country that people haven't heard. So what I really want to get into now is the Roarin Thunder Rock Fest, man. You guys have played, you guys have done your fair share of gigs, man, and festivals and things like this. And tell me what your thoughts are on Roarin Thunder Rock Fest, May 3rd and 4th, Waltons Park, Newton, Kansas. What kind of an impact do you think that this is going to have in this area as far as firing up some sort of a local and regional music scene again?
Well, man, it's unprecedented. Just the level of talent, the amount of bands, just the venue itself, everything is just, going to 11 on this. And to have that come into Newton, Kansas is huge. It's huge for us to be able to be a participant in that. And outside of that, it's just huge that it's happening. I mean, what an opportunity for people in the area to come out and see just a tremendously kick-ass show. 2 days of just
for low dough,
man.
I mean, yeah, and that's the thing. There's nothing like that around here. Because I talk to people all the time from around this area, and everybody travels to festivals. Yeah, you got your Rocklahomas, and you got your Rock Fest in Kansas City, and you got all this. But the reason why I really wanted to get into this conversation with you, Zach, is because, man, you guys are from here. You're from this area, so you understand the struggle. And so yeah. I really wanted to just pick your brain on that and make sure that we were on the same wavelength, because I as well am so excited to be a part of it. I'll be emceeing the entire event. So, I'll introduce you guys again and talk a little shit before you go on stage and all that good stuff. Maybe we'll have a good time with it. But I feel like I'm being a part of music scene history in this area, because you think about this, man, just in the Wichita area, ever since the late 90s, early 2000s with Noise 'em Groove, and things like that, there really hasn't been a big scene in this area. You know what I mean? As far as local bands are playing, Parallax does a great job. They go out and they sell out fucking venues and they play and they work their asses off. But that's one band. And you got Fist and John Woodson's Legs that are playing every damn weekend. But I'm saying that this festival is going to bring to light so much that's been in the dark, I think. And I think it's going to create an avenue for these bands to come back to this area and play at these bars down in Old Town and have success.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more with you, and it's all just, it's in the hands of the people, it's like, there's so many moving parts to this. It's such a huge undertaking. So, it's imperative that everyone that supports live music, get out there and you're going to have an awesome time. It's like, there's no doubt about that. So just, come out there, support it. Let's make sure that we can have this time and time again, because, doing this thing is not an easy undertaking. by any means. From
Oh,
production
shit. No,
standpoint.
I do not envy RR management on this at all. I really don't. I mean, I don't.
I mean, let's take this opportunity and let's run with it, is what I'm saying.
Dude, there's the sheer amount of balls that Roy and Ronica and everybody affiliated with RR management has for doing this, man. It just shows their belief in the underground and independent artists, man, and that they're willing to put basically their namesake on the line for us to go out and have a good time. They're bringing in Tantric and Saving Abel, which would be a huge draw around here. Let me tell you a secret, Zach, and I want you to spread this word to your close friends, okay?
All right, man.
I have a limited number of tickets for sale through 106.6 The Blast for both days for $45.
Right on.
So if you got some,
will be spread,
dude,
I guarantee it.
Tell people to hit me up because this is a limited time offer, and once they're gone, they're gone. But let's get them gone. The sooner I can get them, the sooner I can say, hey man, I blew through those real quick. Maybe you should give me some more.
Right.
You know what I mean? But or then maybe he'll be like, yeah, piss off.
Yeah, I just want to throw in there also that this isn't, these guys aren't throwing this together to, I don't know, just kind of do a cash grab or something like that, dude. They are treating us right. They are treating the artists with a lot of respect, and they're treating us really well. So I just want, people to know that as well. These are respectable business people trying to do a great thing in the community.
Correct.
And bring awesome music to people.
Thank you so much for saying that, because I needed someone else to second me on that. RR management stands for the belief in the music. I promise you, I've been in multiple meetings with this guy. I've watched him write checks to people and swipe his credit card for things regarding this festival. And I promise you, the odds of him actually profiting on this is probably slim to none. And just like he said, you know what? And this is what I love the most about the guy. He sat across the table from me, he looks at me, he's like, damn, that was a lot of money. I said, yeah. He goes, you know what? I don't give a shit. We're going to have fun. I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't matter. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be fun. I don't give a shit whether I make it back. I mean, I'd like to, but he did that. So you hit it right on the head. He's not in this for the Doc McGee slice of Motley Crue money type of shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, he wants, what he wants to do is he wants to make his place and his venue synonymous with great quality, low-dose shows that people can bring their families out and enjoy anything that they've got going on out there. Because he's got a lot more in the makings. He's got a country festival that he's working on. He's got all kinds of shit. It doesn't stop here, man.
Yeah. This is the start. So this is the launching pad. Let's take this. Let's run with it. Let's make it successful, and that just brings more and more great things to the area. So,
man, it really does.
Everyone out there listening, man, just come out and support it. Even if you don't like EdgeOverEdge, maybe you think I'm a schmuck, dude. I don't care.
I think you're a schmuck, but I love the shit out of you.
Well, thanks. I hope everyone else does too. But I guarantee you, you're gonna find a lot of shit that you like out there, man. So just come out and support this because it's a great event.
No doubt, man. No doubt. And definitely, man, and the one thing that I want to do too, man, especially, with you guys is I want to get you guys, man, over to my merch tent, man, to kind of hang out with some listeners for a little bit and, just kind of make it a little more personal for the people that we got coming out. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. That'd be amazing.
And we'll make sure they buy one of your t-shirts or 2 or 3.
Yeah, there is merch available. Not required, but we'd love to hang out with you guys.
Man, definitely. So, anything else you want to say, man?
Oh man, I just again, I appreciate everything that you do for rock music, for supporting us. Definitely, everyone be on the lookout for the self-titled EdgeOverEdge album coming out here before the end of the first quarter of this year. You can find us online on just about anywhere. If you just type in EdgeOverEdge, all as one word, we'll come right up. So we hope to see you guys out there at Roarin Thunder. Dude,
we're going to pack the house. We're going to make it happen, man. Thank you so much for your time, man. Make sure you tell Matt, you know, because I don't know if you'll see Matt tonight or not, man. Make sure you slap him on the butt and tell him I said nice ponytail. And, man, we'll talk to you guys later, okay?
All right. Thanks a lot, Big Will.
Hey, thanks,
Appreciate
brother,
you,
for
man.
your time. I appreciate you, Zach. Dude, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's how interviews go, man. You heard it right from their mouth, man. The impact that this festival is going to have on the music scene in the area of Kansas and surrounding states is going to be astronomical. If you're planning on going to this show and you're on the fence about it, get off of that fence and get on the grounds, because if you don't get a ticket soon, you're not going to get one. This is going to be the prequel to Rocklahoma. And I'm telling you, it's summertime. People are coming out. They're ready for music. It's going to happen. We got bands all the way from Australia on this thing. We just heard from EdgeOverEdge, who, if you're in the Kansas area listening right now, you know that name. You know, because they play all the damn time. You know who EdgeOverEdge is, right? So you think about this, man. Hit me up for tickets. 106realrockradio.com. Send me an email. Put tickets in the subject line. I've got a limited amount of tickets. Both days, $45. We'll get you in a 2-day pass for the price of 1 day. And we're going to have a good time with it, man. So with that being said, man, I'd like to thank EdgeOverEdge for joining us tonight. I'd like to thank RR Management and everybody affiliated with Roarin Thunder Rock Fest, man, for just putting together something spectacular, man, and for letting us be a part of it. And thanks to each and every one of you for listening, man. Good night.